Now I'm going to start on the leaves. And if you remember, I did say I was going to join these into the main body of the stem. And I'm going to do this one first. And I'm going to pick up the fill tool and I'm going to select motif and find a suitable motif. I think I quite like that one. No, I saw another one. There's that one, or there's this one. And scale, I'm going to drop to 75. Bring this back over here. Now that told me shift. No, I don't want to alter the shift. It's not as... I have to sit and think about that. Okay. I'm going to lay my first node. Move my P key, or depressed my P key and moved my cursor. I'll put my nodes, see if I've got sufficient to do what I want to do, coming down that edge. I have to blow this up. That's better, I can't really see what I'm doing. I'll bring this one down to the base. That one. That one. That needs to come out to here. There. There. I don't think I'll be able to do it in one, but we'll see. Yes, I was able to. Re-click on that last one. Come around to here. Bring him out to there. I want that to have more of a curve. Highlight that last one. And then bring that one down to meet up with that. And tell that generate stitches. And then pull down the green. And let me look at that in 1-to-1. Yes, I think that's full enough. Go back to normal. Highlight this shape. Go up to transform. What do I want to convert? Create outline from fill. There's my outline. And go into parameters. And tell that, give that to me as, no, it'll be miles too big for the size of the shape. Blanket stitch is not right for it. I wonder how FRA 13 would look. Apply. Comes in on the wrong side. Mirror. Apply. No, I don't like that. Okay, satin stitch. Width 1.3. Okay. Density 4.5. Pull compensation. Okay, so I haven't told you you're acceptable. 2, 3, 4. Apply. Yeah, I think I'll go for that. Generate stitches. And now let's look at that in 1-to-1. Okay, so that's our first leaf. Now I want to bring that into here. So I'm going to pick up my column tool. There is my last node laid. I want the density at 4.5. And my pull comp 4. And I'm going to ignore where the last stitch is, but I need to blow this up. Oh. I didn't really intend for that to happen. Okay. And I want the B option. Thank you. Bring that down so as it narrows out. And bring it into the main stem. Okay. Now, this isn't a very wide shape. Until that, generate stitches. Click off. And it seems to have married up quite nicely with this. Okay. Now I'm going to get my run line tool and just hit my numeral 3 key and take a bead up onto this one. Tell that generate stitches. Click off, go and pick up my fill tool and ask for a motif again. And let's go and look for another motif. Motif 6. Scale 75%. Okay. And let's just hope that's enough. Numeral 3 key and lay in my nodes. Now let's see if I've got sufficient nodes to build the shape I want. Too many nodes causes the program problems. Too few nodes will cause you problems. And then one over here. I'll move that circular node into there. One over here, move that one over here. And then one around here. Here. And just shape him up. And one past the point where I want it to be. And just move it up like that. And then tell that generate stitches. Parameters. Shift by -4. Let's see what that does. Apply. Only changes the direction. So let's get rid of that. None. And let's look for a different motif. Let's see what this one is like. Ah, that's better. That's an all over one. Generate. Convert. Create outline from fill. And go into parameters and tell that one satin stitches, width 1.3, tell that OK, density 4.5, OK, apply, generate. Now that looks nowhere near as wide as this one. I wonder what this one is. I thought I set that up for 1.3. Parameters. Width 1.3, density 4.5, pull compensation 4. Ah! This one. Parameters, pull compensation. That's why it looks narrower. Satin stitch has a habit of pulling in. Now let's take it up to 0.4. OK. apply. See how much wider it looks? We've put nearly 1mm on it, but when it stitches you can lose 0.2 of a millimetre. Okay, so let's look at that now in 3D. And we'll just drop it down. And there's the design so far. Now all I have to do is join here and bring that down into there. And the next set of leaves I'm going to do solid, and that one, and probably put a satin border around there with column tool, and just do maybe a motif run line up the middle. But I'll do that in the next video.